frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard. line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs 7, Lions nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken. Down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Hey, exit. Mike 22, Mike 22. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Come on, let's go. Monday. Hey, Foxtrot. 22. Watch the run. 53. Ready. Check.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Complete to Jones. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they'll have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Looking downfield for Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And from down in Miami, an update. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On first down, Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, this is caught. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. 21-0 our score after 1. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Right back to him on first down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score, Chiefs 21, Lions 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Set, lady. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. In your face. Shift, shift. Check, check, check. Slam.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. Swift. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Swift. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Lions 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Yellow, I'll go on. Push him back. Push him back.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are in the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down now, Swift, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Alert! Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Okay, Alpha.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. That's caught at the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 51 to mine.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Being chased out left. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 23 yards the pickup there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, give me radar. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Stafford. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. Now Scarborough. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Lions have taken the lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set, 280. Just call him, Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, 70. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Let's go.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes going for the... And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out there?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Lions 42, Chiefs 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hill on the return. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Prater for the extra point. They're all finished in the bout down in Houston. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
and the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd down, Swift. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now whistles. And unless he was drawn off, and I don't think he was, this is going to be a 1st down. A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a 1st down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, You just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Along